is technology always helpful for our human relationships, and or is it somehow diminishing in some way that we're not aware of? Just to kind of keep it in check, really.
Hi, Nick. Hi, Merlin.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you. We love this movie a lot,
Oh,
a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's such an amazing, incredible movie. I love this idea of bringing back Wallace and Gromit. So I'm going to start with you, Nick. When you think is always like the best time, like you always have the best time to bring back these characters to the screen. Why was that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, apart from all sorts of other little things that we've been occupied with, we're always waiting for that big idea, that with Wallace and Gromit, it's that real kind of lightning strike sort of idea to make. It's got to be worthwhile to spend this time on it. But it actually did start off as a half-hour, 30-minute film, and it was
quite a long time ago, wasn't it?
yeah, back on Weir Rabbit. It goes back to with Wallace inventing a smart gnome was the idea, and it had tons of fun behind it and lots of potential. But it kind of, even for a short film, was lacking that sinister element that Wallace and Gromit films always have, and we were looking for there needs to be a villain with a motivated villain, and then suddenly it was like, oh. Feathers McGraw, perfect.
It seems obvious now, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it
But
does.
it wasn't at the time.
No, and there you have everything. He has a history with Wallace and Gromit. A personal vendetta. So suddenly the idea blew up into a feature film immediately in our heads. But this story has now got legs and a real drive. With Feathers McGraw.
And the time was right.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it, and I also love it that you brought like the technology to the mix because Norbot, it's crazy. You can use the robots for good and also for bad, depends on the hands when the robots gets to a different hand. What was like the main inspiration for that, Merlin, and what was like the challenge there?
Well, I mean, the main inspiration behind the Norbot is that he had to be something that Wallace had created. He's Wallace's latest invention. So he needed to look like something Wallace would have made. He needed to sound like something Wallace would have made. And he needed to behave in the way that Wallace would have intended, which when Wallace is in charge of him, Norbot is very innocent and he does his job very well. And so a big part of Norbot's character was to ask the question, who is controlling technology? So when Feathers is in control of Norbot, of course he takes on Feathers' persona. And so he needed to be able to reflect the two different characters who were controlling him. And so as we needed to actually make him very simple, and that was the key. His eyes don't move, he doesn't really express his mouth, just goes up and down, and that being very simple, the thing that changes is his eyes, and that was the way he moves and his body language, and so those were the things we needed to consider when we were creating him.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention to you guys, the movie is being a success, like in the festivals, receive a nomination for the Golden Globes. I hope it's gonna have all these other nominations, And how do you feel like when actually everybody, the whole world is gonna watch this? What do you feel that people are gonna keep like that emotional, keep like that? What do you think they're gonna feel when they watch Wallace in theaters on Netflix next year, Nick?
Well, I think it's what we've aimed to do is just bring about a film that brings a lot of all the Wallace and Gromit kind of charm and the joy but also the thrill and the drama of the story, of course. but also that there is slightly more of a message in this, and we've tried to push Wallace and Gromit's relationship in each one, stretch it a bit. So there is a slightly more emotional in this one, and a feeling about their friendship. That there's more of an existential crisis in their relationship going on that depends upon Wallace's obsession, and so Wallace has a little arc as well. So, and to question, is technology always helpful for our human relationships, and or is it somehow diminishing in some way that we're not aware of? Just to kind of keep it in check, really.
And hopefully doing all that while we entertain and make people laugh at the same time.
Yes. At gnomes.
Yeah.
Chickens and penguins.
Yes, you did. So this is the time that I have with you both. I just want to thank you so much for your time. Congratulate you again for the nominations. I hope you can more to come. I'm pretty sure for that. And a lot of success, and I hope everybody loves it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Very sweet of you. Thank you so much.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.